Kripang Kuru Mahadevi Suteshu Pranuteshu Cha Charanasradanena Kripamai Namustute. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O great goddess, Sri Sharada Devi, kindly bestow your grace on us, your children who have prostrated at your feet. Please give us refuge at your lotus feet. We offer our salutations to you, O compassionate and gracious one. Om peace, peace, peace. A very good morning to all of you. I am very happy to be present again with some ideas about the wonderful divine relation between Holy Mother Sri Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda, and what a wonderful, great impact of Holy Mother's grace was on Swami Vivekananda's life. We will gradually try to unfold that. The last discourse, first discourse was long back, 2 months back, November 27. So, just to recapitulate a little bit, during my first introductory talk, I was trying to establish that young Narendranath, with his sharp intellect, would not accept anything said by anyone, be it Acharya Shankara, be it Buddha, be it Rama, Krishna in the scriptures, Vedic truths, and even his own Guru Sri Ramakrishna. How many times he would test his knowledge, his realizations, and then only he paid his respect and accepted Sri Ramakrishna as his teacher. But about Holy Mother, there is no such evidence that can show us that Swami Vivekananda got these experiences, then only he took refuge at the feet of Holy Mother. About Holy Mother, we will find that what great respect, in what idea he, Narendranath, used to see and pay his complete surrender. Anything Holy Mother said, never ever young Narendranath, and afterwards as Swami Vivekananda after he took the sannyasa bhav, never ever showed any disobedience, anything that goes against the will of Holy Mother. Rather, whenever he was in a problem, could not take a decision, he was made the leader of the youngsters by Sri Ramakrishna himself, that in my absence, you must follow the commands of Narendranath. From all points of view, Narendranath, he used to pray so much and established Narendranath as the leader of the group. But when Narendranath also could not take any decision, he would approach so-called that unlettered village lady, always remaining under veil, no scriptural knowledge, so to say, no school, college, university knowledge, no knowledge of the practical life also, because she was always under the veil. Nobody could even talk to her directly. Nobody could come close to her. Most of them even could not touch her feet. But her divine influence, the impact of his divine grace on Narendranath was immeasurable. Almost all major things, Narendranath, when he was hesitant, he would seek the opinion and guidance from the Holy Mother. Wonderful stories are there. We will go. As in the last lecture I told that Sri Ramakrishna several times told his attendants, his nephews, his devotees, that Holy Mother was not an ordinary lady. Whatever way you might have behaved with Sri Ramakrishna, means Master was telling you with this body, showing his own body, but don't do anything wrong to her. If the power that is there in her, if it raises its hood, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, the Godhead in Hinduism, the Creator God, the Preserver God, and the Destroyer God, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, this Trinity, even they will not be able to save you. What to speak of me? And on one occasion, he said to his nephew, Ramlal, on one occasion, Sri Ramakrishna said, if for any reason the one who is there at Nahabat, small concert room in Dakshineshwar where Holy Mother Sarada Devi used to spend her time from 1872 to 1885. So this long time, she was there in a small, very small room. You cannot enter the room without bending your neck and body. It is not even 5 feet. The gate is so small, 4 feet gate. How difficult it was, and she would stay there. And that is called Nahabat. Master was asking his attendant come nephew, if for any reason the one who is there in that Nahabat gets angry with anyone, it becomes even beyond my power to save him. And go and propitiate, make her happy. If she becomes unhappy with me means Sri Ramakrishna could not say me. No identification as with this body. Always remaining in that blissful condition of that I am the child of the mother. That is, could not say I, no ego, complete egoless, that sattvic attitude. We always want to put anything that it is me and mine, I, me, mine, this is our world. With Sri Ramakrishna that was not. So Sri Ramakrishna said to the nephew, go and comfort her. If she becomes unhappy with this body, means with Sri Ramakrishna will be completely powerless. He told all these things, but nobody could understand. My point was in the last discourse that without the grace of the ultimate reality, that Divine Mother, that Brahman, in the Upanishad also it is said, Yame Vaisha Vrinute Tena Labhya. You cannot, through your sadhana, whatever amount you may do, you cannot realize that ultimate truth unless and until that ultimate truth, that Atman, that Brahman reveals itself out of its own compassion and grace. Otherwise it is not possible. So in Swami Vivekananda's life we find what a wonderful grace he received from Holy Mother Sarada Devi, that from the very beginning, without talking to her, without seeing her face, without evaluating her wisdom, he completely surrendered to her feet, considering her as none other than Sri Ramakrishna's divine consort power, and that who is it? That Divine Mother incarnated in that body as Sarada in this Kali Yuga for the liberation and spiritual upliftment of the humanity. So Vivekananda in his letters and many, he composed a wonderful song. I cannot sing, it is a long stotra, but it's one of my very favorite. If at the end of our discourses one day I will sing this, but today I will mention that what type of respect, reverence Swami Vivekananda had towards Holy Mother. Wonderful song. I will just try to sing 2 stanzas, the beginning and the last one, but I will give you the meaning. Then you will understand the divine relation and the outlook, the way young Narendranath and then Swami Vivekananda, world famous Swami Vivekananda, just prostrating at the feet of this so-called unlettered lady, always remaining under veil. Nobody could even talk to her, nobody could even see her, nobody could even fathom her wisdom. There was no chance. But this Swami Vivekananda is telling, even Sri Ramakrishna, be there or not, I don't mind. But if Holy Mother is not there in anyone's life in this universe, then everything will be fruitless, everything will be futile. Fie on him who doesn't have any respect for Holy Mother. About Sri Ramakrishna you can think of a saint, an avatar. According to your understanding, you cannot force me that I believe in this God, so you have to believe in that God. Until and unless I myself am satisfied and got some experience to understand, say that yes, I think so. My experience is this. But about Holy Mother, he is forcing. But to Holy Mother, those who do not have that devotion to Holy Mother, really, their life is futile and fruitless. Fie on them who do not have respect and reverence from Holy Mother. About Sri Ramakrishna, he won't say anything. You believe in Sri Ramakrishna as avatar, a saint, whatever you call. But about Holy Mother, don't show any disrespect. So this was from the very beginning. And I sing the song. I may not get the time afterwards, so I sing, just chant that. Then that stotra composed by Swami Vivekananda himself, keeping Holy Mother in his mind, he composed this song. Katam shubhe shiva kare sukha dukkha haste aghurnitam bhavajalang pravalormi bhangai shanting vidhatumi haking bahudha vibhagnang mata prayatna paramasi sadaiva vishe mata prayatna paramasi sadaiva vishve. And the last stanza is Ya mama janma vinayatati dukkha margai asang siddhai sakalitoir lalitoir vilasai Ya me buddhing subidadhe satatang dharannang samva sarva mamagati safale phaleva samba sarva mamagati safale phaleva. I will not chant the whole Sanskrit stotra. It is in Sanskrit composed. Its name is Amba Stotram. Amba is the name of Divine Mother Durga. One of the form is Amba. Kali, Tara, Shotoshi, Bhuvaneshwari, Bhairavi, Vagola, Chinnamasta, Dhumavati, Matungi. These are all 10 great forms of that Divine Mother. So this Amba is one of the forms, and he gave the name Amba Stotram. But actually, he considered Ma Sharada Devi to be that Amba who is the Ma Durga, Ma Lakshmi, Ma Jagadhatri, Ma Kali, whatever we think of. The meaning of this stotra, and you will have an understanding that how deep reverence and devotion Swami Vivekananda cherished in his heart about Holy Mother, Sharada Devi. A hymn to the Mother by Swami Vivekananda. O beautiful, auspicious one, holding in thy hands pleasure and pain, who art thou? The waters of existence are whirled to mighty bursting waves. Is it, O Mother, to restore and shattered calm that thou art ceaselessly active in the universe? May she, whose action knows no respite, who constantly brings about the fruit of actions done and shapes actions yet to be, May she always bestow her blessings upon me. She it is, I know certainly, who holds the ropes of karma. Without her, where is virtue? Where vice? Where is destiny? The writing on the forehead? Without her, where is action? Where the fruit of action? May she, the course of whose sovereign will control all laws, may she, the primal one, shelter me everlastingly. Oh, where shall I find refuge save in her, whose glories manifest in the universe in powers immeasurable, whose powers swell the ocean of birth and death, and transform the immutable into the changing and divided? To friend and foe, thy lotus eyes are even. On fortunate and unfortunate, thou layest thy hand alike. Deathlessness and the shadow of death are equally thy mercy. O Mother, O Supreme One, may thy gracious glances never forsake me. How infinitely great is the Mother, and how inadequate the praise I sing of her. I, so poor of understanding, it is as if I desired to seize with my hands the sole sustainer of the universe. So, at her blessed feet, the abode of fearlessness, meditated on by the very goddess of grace and glory, adored by those devoted to her service, I take refuge. Whether I succeed or fail, she who has ever inspired my understanding on the earth, who, devising sweet playful ways, has led me since my birth along the most painful paths to perfection, she, the Mother, the All, is my refuge. So, just we can have an idea of the depth of reverence and trust and faith and thought of Swami Vivekananda towards Holy Mother Sharada Devi. And first we find the mention of Holy Mother Sharada Devi in Swami Vivekananda's life, first letter written on 14th February from Ghazipur, while staying with one of his friends, Satish Chandra Mukherjee. He was his classmate, a very scholarly philosophy teacher afterwards in Calcutta University. That he was staying there and just waiting to have a meeting with Pawari Baba. From there, he was writing a letter to Balaram Bose. And that letter also, wonderful letter. The sentiment conveyed in the letter shows how much reverence and devotion young Narendranath at that time had for Holy Mother, which other senior devotees even, what to speak of other young apostles of the monastic disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, nobody could even talk to him directly. So, yes, our Guru's wife is, in the scripture it is that Guru's wife is also like mother. So, as we respect our mother, biological mother, so it is there. So a little respect was there. But that Sharada Devi was the incarnation of that divine mother of the whole universe, that power, Brahman and Shakti, two aspects of the ultimate reality. Inactive and active. Inactive, when it is inactive, it is not in action. Then it is static, we call it Brahman. And another aspect, when it acts, it is in action, when it is active, dynamic aspect, is called Shakti. So, Swami Vivekananda as young Narendranath and then world famous Vivekananda, in many places he did not lecture too much about his Guru, Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. He did not even speak about Ramakrishna. Why? When he was asked, well, who will understand Sri Ramakrishna? I myself could not understand who Sri Ramakrishna was. And I will speak something. When requested by Girish Chandra Ghosh that write a biography, when he came back from the West to India, Girish Chandra Ghosh, the noted playwright and a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, who was earlier a drunkard, and wonderful intellect was there in him, but a very great believer in Sri Ramakrishna's incarnation, who said, about whom Sri Ramakrishna said that Girish's faith in God, in Sri Ramakrishna, is panch shike panchana, means it comes in that way, that it is not only 100%, it is 100% plus, it is 100+%, 130% like that. So that Girish Ghosh requested Swami Vivekananda, now we understand, Master selected you as the leader of the group. We all believe that Master's words are coming true through you, and you are the most appropriate person, fit person, competent person to write a biography on Master. The world should know the life and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. So I request you take this initiative and write a biography of Sri Ramakrishna. Then very humbly, because he was like his father's age, Girish Chandra Ghosh, young Swami Vivekananda was telling, GC, you can ask me to catch a crocodile, I can do that. You can ask me to jump into the ocean, I can do that. You can ask me to face a tiger, I can tame a tiger. I can do that, I can catch it. I know my power. But if you ask me to write the life story of, biography of Sri Ramakrishna, then I am sorry, my dear, I cannot do it, because I could not understand Sri Ramakrishna properly. And if I take such a futile attempt, what will happen, do you know? Shiv gorte giye bandor gurbo. He spoke in Bengali, so I translate it. So I intended to make a model of a statue of Shiva, but actually what will happen? It will be a monkey, not a Shiva. Because I know my capacity, my weaknesses. We always try to show how much we are capable of. Whatever we do not know, we generally give, no, all right, I will manage, I know that, like that. We do not like to show our weakness. But when Sri Ramakrishna's name came, Swami Vivekananda, world famous, who mesmerized the whole world, nobody was there could declare in presence of Swami Vivekananda that he is a more learned man. And Professor Wright about Swami Vivekananda, his evaluation was, here is a man whose scholarship is more than the scholarship of all of the professors of universities in the West, in America and Europe, put together. That was the evaluation of a Christian American professor of Harvard University about Swami Vivekananda, his capability, his scholarship, his erudition. And that Swami Vivekananda says, sorry, my dear Girish Babu, I am sorry. I must disobey you. I cannot obey your request. I cannot do that. If I really try, it will be completely an opposite thing. Instead of making a statue of form of Shiva, I will make, perhaps, out of my weakness and incapability, it will be a monkey. So that was the answer. And one letter also was there. He has mentioned in another letter, so-and-so has requested me, has given me lecture on Holy Mother's greatness and asked me to believe in that, as if Swami Vivekananda did not know who Holy Mother was. So Swami Vivekananda was writing, sometimes I think that I will write something on Holy Mother, but immediately I feel very weak and the incompetence. I feel, I cannot do it. I think I will write something on Holy Mother, but I think immediately when I try, I think I find that I am not competent to do that. So again I stop. So see, he always used to identify both Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother Sharada Devi. And for practical purposes, when Sri Ramakrishna is not there, for all practical purposes and opinions, he would approach Holy Mother Sharada Devi to take the final decision for doing anything. So first we find mention of Holy Mother and praising her in that letter written on the 14th of February in 1890. And in that letter, he was asking that Girish Chandra Ghosh and you, Balaram Babu, you have a difference of opinion between you two, where Holy Mother should stay. And I came to know, and you and Girish Babu are fighting with this decision, about this decision, and you are asking me to give my opinion. And now you see, wonderful language. Ami ke naradham, who am I? Even not a human being, the worst of human beings, to take the decision and pass an opinion about Holy Mother's movement. Means you senior people also control yourself. Don't try to dictate terms on Holy Mother, where Holy Mother will be, not will be. Neither you will decide, and there is no question of myself also. I will not speak anything about that, because who am I to take a decision to become the guardian of Holy Mother? Don't you know who she is? If she is there with you in your Calcutta house, both were staying in Calcutta, Girish Chandra Ghosh and Balaram Babu. Their houses were very close. But both devotees wanted to serve Holy Mother. And there was a fight. Holy Mother, where Holy Mother wants to stay, they won't bother for that. They can ask and approach Holy Mother, Ma, where you will stay? No. They will decide. They became self-styled, self-ordained guardians of Holy Mother. And that information came to Swami Vivekananda when he was staying in Ghazipur in 1890. So in a letter, he was writing that, you have asked, I came to know, who am I to pass an opinion? Directly not telling that you senior people also don't play foul, take a decision. But message is there. Who am I to take the decision? Means you people also don't take decision. If Holy Mother is still with you in your house, please do convey my millions and millions of pranams, prostrations, completely full length prostrations, we call Sastanga pranams, falling down like a stick, completely surrendering with all the organs. Mind is also there, and whole physical body, I am at your service. You bless me. If Holy Mother is there, convey my pranams, millions and millions of pranams, devoted pranams, and ask her to bless me so that I become successful, which I am doing now in my sadhana, to achieve the goal, as Sri Ramakrishna said. And if it is not possible, I am not fit in this life to do that, then ask her to bless me so that my body is removed, body falls. So, in that letter, the way he depicted the position of Holy Mother, this is the first mention of Swami Vivekananda. It is written that how he thought of Holy Mother in those days, when other senior people were trying to become guardian of Holy Mother. See the attitude. All of them knew what Sri Ramakrishna said. All of them were also devotees of Sri Ramakrishna. And educated people, learned people. They were of the age of Narendranath's father, Vivekananda's father's age. Wise people, but could not understand. So this was the first one. And then, one after another, there will be stories. So many times, as I said, Swami Vivekananda would not take any decision, major decision, without consulting Holy Mother. When going to America, ticket was purchased by the Madras devotees. Funds were collected. So, they were requesting, go to America. Who will understand your message here? It is better that all these things we did not know, that this treasure, unopened treasure trove is there in our scriptures, in Vedas, in Upanishads. Let the world, whole world know it. Because in the Upanishadic truths it is not meant for the votaries of one particular sect. Oh, you believe in my Vedas, you are Hindus. No, it is said, it is, the utterances are there. Shrinantu vishe amritasya putraha ye dhamani divyani tostu. Ye are the children of immortal bliss of the whole world. Hindu, Muslim, Buddha, Christian, Jain, Parsi, white, black, Indian, American, European, African, Asian. No distinction. Oh, the human beings, you are not human. You are divinity on earth. Thousands of years back, all this universal, wonderful truth, broad like the sky, deep like the ocean, it was there. So, for the good of the humanity, you let it be. Who other than you can better express these ideas? There is a religious parliament, so you represent Hinduism. Who can better represent Hinduism other than you? So everything was ready, and you understand how we feel. If we get a chance, if I know a little singing, if you ask me to sing, oh God, I feel I have become the #1 singer. If you give me a chance to speak somewhere and I see the good gatherings there, I want to show how much learned I am, how much I know. This is the world. Swami Vivekananda was being requested by the young men, professors, teachers, lawyers, learned people of Madras particularly, of the south. Ramnath, king of Ramnath was his disciple. He gave the 500 rupees in those days he gave for the ticket. So money was collected, ticket was being booked at that time. He requested, no. And he also has got vision. Sri Ramakrishna is walking on the, beckoning him, walking on the waters of the waves of the ocean. So means come to the West. You take a decision. It is my work. But he could not take a decision. Even though he himself had visions, Sri Ramakrishna is beckoning to come to the West, and the devotees and admirers in Madras Presidency were also requesting him, collecting funds, and ticket is being in the process of booking the ticket, everything. He then said, no, send the money back. I am indecisive, I cannot take a decision. Whether I am doing it out of my ego or is it really Master's work and it is Master's wish. Then he thought, why don't I seek the permission of the Holy Mother, who is none other than Master himself? Why I take decision? Yes, I have a vision that Master is showing, beckoning me to go to the West, but that is only a vision. If it is something wrong, that it was in my mind, so I had that dream, it is like that. If it is not a divine revelation, then it will be a mistaken decision, so wrong decision. So better, Holy Mother and Master, they are identical. Holy Mother is that Goddess of wisdom, that Divine Mother incarnated. So he requested Swami Sharadananda, brother, this situation is this, I cannot take a decision. You, where is Holy Mother? You take Holy Mother, talk to Holy Mother, my desire, and pray for her decision, opinion. If she wants, then I will go. If she doesn't, then I won't go. Can you imagine? Swami Vivekananda is taking a decision under the instruction of, as I say, so-called unlettered lady, wife of Sri Ramakrishna. So Holy Mother took one day, that day also, you see the divine coincidences. Holy Mother was in Jairambati, in her village, father's house. At that time, that day was the off day of the postal delivery. So she was asking, hey, Brahmachari, go to the post office. I said, Mother, today is not post office. No, you go. And went and found that Sharadanandji has sent that where, Mother, Naren wants to know, Vivekananda wants to know whether he should go or not. He cannot take the decision. You tell, then he will finalize his thing. Holy Mother took one day. They were all astonished. What is this? That was an off day, but there was something special for Holy Mother. It was brought. Holy Mother read the letter, took one night, had a communion with Master, and then next day sent, yes, I also have. I had a communication from Master, yes. Naren will go, it is Master's work. Tell him, I send my blessings. So, this Narendranath Swami Vivekananda, with the blessings of Holy Mother, left for the West. But another thing also is there. It is very important coming to America, but going to Himalayas for doing more intense sadhana, to remain in the nirvikalpa condition and having the instruction of Master what to do and fulfill the mission of Sri Ramakrishna. Then also he came in 1890 in the month of July to near Belur Math. Belur Math was not established at that time, but there was a rented house, Grushuri, just half a mile from present Belur Math, and Holy Mother was staying there. This Swami Vivekananda came to pay homage and seek blessings and permission. Ma, I am going to Himalayas for doing tapasya, you bless me. And if I can become successful, it is okay. And if it is not, then you bless me that this body goes. How long I will keep this body alive? What is the need of the body if it doesn't serve the divine purpose? There is no other motto, other aim, other goal of this body to remain alive. If this body is not ready to execute, materialize the divine mission, then you bless me. Holy Mother said, hey, what are you talking? By Master's grace, everything will, yes, Ma, whatever you bless. So he will take up an intense sadhana in the Himalayas, that also he will take permission from Holy Mother. It was in 1890, July. And he sang some songs, because Holy Mother liked Master also. Master used to be in Samadhi. So he sang several songs to Holy Mother. Holy Mother was very pleased. Then his companion was Gangadhar Maharaj, Swami Akhandanandaji, because beforehand, earlier to Swami Vivekananda's voice going to the Himalayas, he visited those places and he had very practical knowledge. He himself did tapasya and had pilgrimages in those places. So Holy Mother said, you see, at that time, Swami Vivekananda was not that world famous. Holy Mother was telling, my dear Gangadhar, this Akhandananda, we are giving our sarvasya, we are giving our everything in your hands. You see the attitude of Holy Mother also. Not only, it is a vice versa. Holy Mother also, he did not even consider Narendranath as the disciple. And she used to say, if Master would have been here, Master would have kept him on his head. So you people must understand the value of Vivekananda. So she was telling, we are giving to you our everything, means Narendranath. Take care of him. So see that my Naren does not suffer from any starvation, scarcity of alms. Naren is going, in Indian tradition, sadhus won't bother for food. Sadhana means whatever perchance comes. It is in the Gita also, Bhagavan is telling. Whatever perchance comes. Jadricha labhu santushtu. I will not go ajagar vritti. I will be sitting like a python, big python cannot move. Something will come, it will consume. I am not moving anywhere for the sustenance of this body. If the providence wants that this body has its value and it will do something, providence will send. I will not go. So Holy Mother's blessings, with that, he went to do his sadhana before going to have a round in India and also other places to the west. Before going to west, he took, as I already said, in India, internal sadhana also, pilgrimage also, he would seek the permission and blessings of Holy Mother. And then he would go. And this he took July 1890. Next he would meet Holy Mother only after being famous Vivekananda. After 7 years he would meet. And Holy Mother was requesting, my son, you are living. Why don't you go and see your mother also? Mother means Bhuvaneshwari Devi, biological mother, wife of Vishwanath Datta. Not as biological mother, Bhuvaneshwari Devi. Go. Because you see, mothers are mothers. Although she has allowed her son to be a monk, but how much a mother becomes happy to see the face of a son. Even though he is a sadhu, he knows that he is no more, he no more belongs to me. She is now for God, for the world. But still, mothers are mother. So Holy Mother, being a mother, requested, Naren, go and see her. Then, very humbly, prostrated, Narayana said, Mother, you are my only mother. I am not going anywhere else. It doesn't show disrespect for his own mother, biological mother. But now I am in a spiritual journey. You are sufficient. You are the mother of my mother also, biological mother also. Narayana knew who Holy Mother Sharada Devi was. He had his highest respect for his own biological mother also. We know that. If there is a chance, one topic will be there, a few discourses we can give on Swami Vivekananda's love and devotion to his biological mother, Bhuvaneshwari Devi. That relation also we will take up afterwards. But what I am telling, see the complete surrender of Swami Vivekananda. Living after 7 years, he would see his own biological mother also. But he won't go to see her. He has come to Holy Mother Sharada Devi for his blessing, for her blessings, to undertake the intense sadhana in the Himalayas. And then from there, gradually after visiting different places of India, then coming to the Madras, and finally seeking the permission for going to the West. So every major decision connected with spiritual life and spiritual upliftment, he would depend not even on his own decision, own intellect, own understanding. He would depend on Holy Mother Sharada Devi. See, my topic is Holy Mother Sharada Devi in the eyes of Swami Vivekananda. See, in the eyes of Swami Vivekananda, where he just kept Holy Mother in his life. For any serious decision, Holy Mother is the final word. Even in Swami Vivekananda's life, whose words were the final word for millions and millions. So, this is incidents. And then after going to America, there, others were not sending any information about Holy Mother. Oh, what is the business of Holy Mother? Narendranath was writing to his brother disciples, yes, you send many other things, other information. What about Holy Mother? None of you are giving. Is Holy Mother okay? Is anyone taking care of her? Where she is now? Convey my hundreds and thousands of pranams, millions and millions of pranams, prostrations to her. How is she now? Every letter you must mention how Holy Mother is. And I am collecting some funds, trying to collect some funds for Holy Mother's own house, a mutt. This mutt will be for Holy Mother. First mother and mother's daughters, then father and father's sons. He is writing, it is in writing. Nobody could think of that Holy Mother needs a place first, then Sri Ramakrishna. They are all busy with Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna. But it was Swami Vivekananda, in India we express it, Chokhe angul diye bujhiye dewa. Where is your eye? I am telling you, where is your eye? Oh, you don't see your eye? Here is your eye. Touching the eye, you make somebody to understand where is your eye. See, it is like that. He was directly forcing them to understand the immense greatness of Holy Mother, that spiritual treasure, that she was the incarnate of the divine power, ultimate reality in this age, whom we worship as Durga, Kali, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Amba, Soroshi, so many, Jagadhatri. So nobody could understand. So he used to write letters to his brothers, brother disciples, and other his own disciples and admirers, instructing them what to do. And he would send letter that find out a place for Holy Mother. I am trying to collect in this winter. Do you know? I am just shedding my blood and sweat to have some money. He was himself a sadhu. He didn't bother for himself. But what householder devotees were not thinking of his own father's age and having financial ability also, that Holy Mother needs to have a separate house where devotees can go. She should not stay in different houses of the devotees and feel very uncomfortable, because Holy Mother was very shy. Even in a householder devotee's house, Holy Mother used to say, I remain very calm and quiet and coiled, because who will think of me something? Calcutta people always criticize. In my village, Jairambati, I am fine here. I can talk, I can walk, and nobody will mind anything. But in Calcutta, I remain always under the veil and very, very restricted. If anybody thinks I am not that up to the mark of their social things. So, in householder devotees' houses, Swamiji felt that there should be a mott. And he would write letters to Rakhal Maharaj, Swami Brahmananda, Ramakrishna ji, and what about that? And wonderful letter he wrote that you have not understood, Holy Mother, that another Sri Ramakrishna's disciple, he was a poet. And as we depend for final authority, the book Great Master, Lila Prasango. Another thing, Punthi, Bengali, this in couplets, Sri Ramakrishna's life in couplets. And this Great Master was written in prose by Swami Sharadananda ji, but another householder devotee, he was an editor also, a writer also. So he wrote that book, the Sri Ramakrishna Punthi in couplets. So there he did not mention Holy Mothers in the Bandhana, in the beginning of any book. You will find as a Ramnam. And this we will find Shankara, Bande, all beginning, before Ramnam, we are offering our pranams to Guru, to God, this, that. So, in the beginning of the book, there was no verses composed glorifying the Holy Mother. So he said, yes, the book is nice because it is giving the authentic description of Master. Because we have been with Master, it's nice. But one great mistake has been done. Without the Shakti, how can this be a successful attempt? It is not a full one. It is a mistake. Ask the writer, author, to include mother's description and mother's pranam in the beginning. Only Sri Ramakrishna pranam will not do. Then he added G.S. Then the writer of the composer of that Sri Ramakrishna Puthi, Sri Ramakrishna life in verses, in couplets, he wrote that Jaya Mata Shyamasuta Jagata Janani Ramakrishna Bhakti Datri Chaitanya Daini. I translate that I offer pranams, prostrations, and glory to the Divine Mother who has incarnated as Shyamasuta, as the daughter of Shyama. Shyama is the name of Holy Mother's biological mother, Jairambati. Her father's name was Ramchandra Mukhopadhyay, our mother's name Shyama Devi. So we offer our pranams, glory to that Divine Mother who has incarnated in this age as the daughter of Shyama Devi, and who is the giver of that consciousness, that knowledge of devotion to Ramakrishna. Through, if we want to get pure devotion to Ramakrishna, we have to depend on the blessings and grace of Holy Mother. Through Holy Mother, it will come to us. That is why she is incarnated, she is embodied in this age. That Divine Mother, through whom we get the Ramakrishna Bhakti, devotion to Ramakrishna. So he was instructing from America through his letters, anything he finds, you have not mentioned Holy Mother, how is she, where is she, who is taking care of? Holy Mother's everything is okay? Why you people, you have written so many things? From there, he is guiding them and scolding them according to their mistakes. And book has come, it is a nice book, but there is no mention of Holy Mother without the mentioning of the Sashaktik Chara Bhagavanir Upasana. Don't you know that if you want to do worship of the divine God, then you must put the mention, you must mention the name, and you must offer your pranams and glorify the of the Shakti also, the divine consort also. Otherwise it is not full, it is not complete. So Swami Vivekananda was writing letter, and we find to his brother disciples to take care of Holy Mother and Holy Mother's significance. And then wonderful letter, I will not start today, I will read it because its time is nearing. That wonderful letter he wrote to Swami Shivanandaji. You can read that letter a little bit, but it will take time because as I just read that composition, Amba Stotram, Swamiji's mind is given in through those couplets, those stanzas, verses. So also in a letter written to Swami Shivanandaji in 1894, date is not mentioned, it is around November, December 1894, he wrote a wonderful letter. And before that, another thing is I should like to mention, this ring, Om Ring Ritam, he added ring is the bija, seed of the Divine Mother, Shakti. Om symbolizes Brahman. Ring, it signifies, it stands for the Shakti. Om Rim Ritam, every day we sing, Swamiji composed that, keeping in mind that not only Sri Ramakrishna, it is Stotra of Sri Ramakrishna, but Holy Mother is also brought there. Not only he requested his other brother disciples to put Holy Mother's glorification and name in the beginning of that book, Sri Ramakrishna's life in couplets, Puthi, Sri Ramakrishna Puthi, he himself also made in Sri Ramakrishna Aradhana Aratrika, Holy Mother's Bija, Shakti, that is there. Holy Mother's name is not mentioned there, but this Bija symbolizes Holy Mother there. And after reaching there, he got in America wonderful success. And he had always in his mind that this was possible only through the grace of Ma Sharada Devi. He did not consider that, yes, I am a orator par excellence. I am a gifted one. Master said so many great big things about me. What I depend on Ma Sharada Devi? Who is she? Never ever it occurred in his mind, in the corner of his mind, ever, that Holy Mother. Rather, he always said, whatever I have got the success in the West, people gave patient hearing to me. They accepted my ideas and they became the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna and his teachings. It is because of the blessings of Holy Mother Sharada Devi. Just we will continue with this wonderful divine attitude of Swami Vivekananda towards Holy Mother and Holy Mother's divine grace on Swami Vivekananda during our next discourses, whenever we get the next date. Thanks to all of you. A few announcements. Next Sunday's lecture by Swami Medhananda. He will be speaking on Vivekananda's philosophical defense of spiritual experience. After the lecture, there will be a special event, a book signing of Swami Medhananda. He has written several books. 2 books have come out, published by Oxford University. So he will be signing the new book, Swami Vivekananda's Vedantic Cosmopolitanism. So this is for your information. Now you are being requested to come and have a cup of tea.
Do we have refreshments yet?
Huh?
We suspended it because of our COVID outbreak.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I do not know. Don't mind, we have got enough spiritual refreshment. Thank you. Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukhasvarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Om Shanti 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 Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Salutations to that king of sannyasis, renouncers, and controller of passions, the sage Swami Vivekananda, who is Satchidananda itself, existence, knowledge, bliss absolute, the spiritual preceptor and remover of our distress. Om, peace, peace, peace.